Story time. So some time ago, I was working as a CNA and I went into work one night shift. And instead of me getting my normal patient assignment, I actually had to sit with one patient. Sitting essentially is babysitting, but an adult that has shown signs of being dangerous to either themselves or others if left unattended. So I go sit with the patient. I introduce myself. She seems cool enough. And as the night begins to progress, I notice that she would have those random impulsive moments where she would need to like get up and go take care of something that doesn't exist. And then I would then say, don't worry, I took care of it. Get back in the bed. Let me help you. At one point, she was doing just that. And I go over to her as I'm trying to help her legs back in the bed. She grabs my forearm and she's like, Ashley, it's not me. I promise it's not me. I said, okay, baby girl, let me help you get back in the bed. Even with all that being said, she would still have her moments of clarity where she would make a request that makes perfect sense. Like it wouldn't be, can you please go grab the zebras from the backyard so I can feed them? You know, like she would say, can you turn off the light? Which is what she asked. And I said, sure. And then she's like, can you turn off the TV? Can you close the blind? So I had to politely say, we can't do all of that because I will fall asleep and we will be doomed. So then she says, okay, we can leave the blinds open, which is fine because we were in the middle of the city where there was a massive amount of light pollution. So the room would still be well lit with the light and the TV off. As the night continues to progress, she passes out. Perfect. I pull out my little Kindle and I start to read. Maybe at around like 3:30 in the morning, she shoots straight up in the bed, looks straight ahead, and she says, you need to leave now. And then collapses right back in the bed, goes right back to sleep. So I'm shifting my chair closer to the door, not really sure if I plan on notifying anybody of my pending departure because I'm scared shitless, okay? She stirs, wakes up, sees me planning my departure, and says, Ashley, you don't have to worry. You don't have to go anywhere. He's gone. He's gone now. I said, oh, great. Great. Yo, when I tell you for the rest of that shift, me and homegirl, as I maintained my seat near the door, had fantastic conversation. Not a single moment of impulsivity, not a single moment of confusion, just smooth sailing the rest of the shift. A lot of my fiction stories are heavily inspired by some of my experiences working in healthcare, which is why I urge you guys to click that link in my bio and go donate to a campaign to help me bring one of my stories to life as an animated movie.